Alright, so today on the run, we're going to talk about just, my everyday life, everything that's happening and going on, and we're just going to jump right into it. So, yesterday, as most of you know, that I had went out and I'd take my daughter to Disney on Ice, and we went downtown, hung out, and I invited the ex, and she had come down, and from an amazing morning to an amazing day to an amazing night. One of the best days I've had in a really long time, and I have to thank a lot of that to myself and as well to Alexis. As the day went on and the night came, we went out and we got pizza I got pizza with my kid, and we hung out and we were around the bar, and this was like one of the only pizza places I could find, to be honest, and it wasn't busy, and then all of a sudden it just got busy, and there was a bunch of people surrounding us, and all these people were just complimenting my daughter, complimenting me, just asking every question that they possibly can, to just be super nice. And once Alexis showed up and we went into the show, there was no animosity. There was no decline in feeling. It only seemed to get better and better. And then there was some moments where, you see the timid, you see the anxiety, you see all that stuff. And as we're not in a relationship anymore, that's not stuff that, I need to talk about or anything. As, I have my boundary, I have my line, and she's also got hers, and, respecting those boundaries and following who you are and who you want to be is the most important thing. So I just completely backed off and stayed silent and just watched the show and let her deal with that. Now, a few minutes later, she's no longer, looking at her phone. She's no longer going through text messages or anything along those lines, and she started watching the show again. And, it seemed like she had been able to put it aside, as the night was just great, and she wasn't letting that stuff get to her. I'm very grateful for the way my mind has been going. I'm very grateful for my actions, and I'm very grateful for the person that I'm finally becoming. And as I woke up this morning, I ended up enjoying a drink with the ex last night. We both got along really well. And when I woke up this morning, I had a bit of a headache, and I ended up procrastinating. I hit that snooze button, and I didn't get up until 6:45 versus 6 o'clock as I wanted. Now, yes, that set my morning behind, but it did not stop me from doing the stuff that I needed to get done. It didn't stop me from making the certain amount of money that I needed to make. And that's because I will not let it stop me. I will continue to do the things that I need to do to be the person that I am. And after I got home, I got everything done and cleaned up. I did my morning yoga. I listened to some music and just sat there and repeated affirmations to myself. Repeated the goals that I have and the things that I want to do. as I was sitting there and I was listening to all this and I was repeating these things to myself, I then had this thought and feeling of forgiveness to myself. I then understood that I had done so much harm to myself, that everybody that I surrounded myself, especially my ex, I had hurt so dearly, as I was failing to be the person that I wanted to be and needed to be, not for just her, but for myself. I wasn't letting myself be happy. And so I sent her a message. And that message reads as, I know this should go unsaid, but I am sorry that I was not willing to change while we were together or for you, but I am willing to change for myself. And she had then said, I hope you find happiness in whatever you end up doing. And I messaged her back, I'm not looking for happiness. And as I sat there and I thought about that, that was the first truth that I think I had ever told to somebody else that I actually feel deep in my heart. And the life that I want and the goals that I need to set for myself to achieve what I want. Happiness is a feeling. It's a momentary lapse of the things that you do. And as I go throughout life, I understand that I'm going to feel happy and I'm going to feel sad and I'm going to feel all sorts of different feelings. But last night, I felt happiness. I felt love again. And those are just feelings that pass after the moment is done. But what you do and how you act and feel after is all decided on your mindset. Is all decided on what you tell yourself is the truth. And so as the conversation went on, I ended up saying, I do have hope for us. And I do not need the hope to continue on. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. We're getting out every day now. Oh, he's a good boy. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you. And as I do not need the hope, if you do not want me to have that hope anymore, I do not need it. And for me to have not been afraid of rejection, to put myself out there and to be who I am and to say the stuff that I want to say, now perform the action that is going to help me become the person I want to be. Because understanding that feelings are just a moment helps you not be afraid of stuff that just doesn't exist, like fear of rejection or fear of judgment or fear of abandonment. It's just a fear. It's not the truth. And if you run away from all that stuff, all the stuff of success, the feelings of good nature, then the judgment will affect you and will make you to the person that you want to be, as if you're running towards that. Don't be afraid of success. Go for it. because failure doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is a lesson learned. And you are going to make mistakes. But as long as you keep putting your foot forward and trying hard and don't give up, anything is achievable by any person. Life will get in the way if that's what you want. Life will set you back if that's what you look for. But coming to an understanding that feelings no longer control my life, and that feelings are there for me to judge the next action that I decide to take. I'm no longer afraid to be who I want to be. I'm no longer afraid to say the things that I want to be said, because I don't care if I get rejected. I don't care if I get hurt, because it's going to happen. And as I get hurt, as I get rejected, as I get judged, it's not going to take away from me. It's only taking away from the people that I surround myself with. I will no longer be a part of that. And I will no longer seek that. I will seek success. I will seek love and virtue, solidarity, and peace of mind. I will no longer seek feelings. I will seek the real stuff. And I will enjoy the feelings as they come, even anxious and scary and miserable and sad, as they're teaching moments to help you become the person that you want to be. And setting the goals that you want to set will become easier to achieve. Don't let the world around you make you into the person that it wants you to be. Because the person that you want to be, that's who you're supposed to be. The goals that you want to achieve are the goals that you're supposed to achieve. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Family, friends, acquaintances, or random people. Take the good, take the bad, take the action that you're supposed to take. It might be hard for some to understand. Shoot, it was hard for me to understand. But these last 2 days, 3 days, 4 days have been a blessing in disguise. From misery to the first feeling of freedom I've ever had in my entire life. To have thoughts in my head to not be bad. And to be able to smile and laugh even about the stuff that should make you cry. Life is what you want it to be, and you have to make it. So, choose to do what you want. Choose to be the person you want to be. And life is going to turn out the way that you want it to turn out. Obviously, I'm only a few weeks in. 3 weeks, to be exact. I got a mentorship. Because who to learn by besides the people that have the success, have the love, have the family, have the stuff that you want, that you feel necessary to have in your own life. Those are the ones you learn from. You don't learn from people that are miserable on how to be happy. You learn how to be miserable from the people that are miserable. And as we come to a closing, I am going to change up the end a little bit. We are who we say we are. And we will become the people that we tell ourselves we are. Choose to be the better one to yourself. And live life as you see fit necessary. On the run, we don't run from our problems. We run to fix our problems.